Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in, because in this video it's going to be Mario Kart time. Absolutely, because we're going to take a close look at this Hori Nintendo Switch racing wheel. In my previous video we talked about that really dirty cheap one for a couple of euros, but I just wanted to check out how is this Pro Deluxe from Hori. I've reviewed a couple of products from Hori, if it's arcade sticks, but also when it comes to other products, and I must say that I'm always quite intrigued by them, and this looks quite nice but also very deluxe. But let's take a close look what are the features and what can we actually do with this. We do have extra buttons on the wheel itself. It's going to be more convenient to play with racing games that doesn't support the pedals, but also having real shifters. So that's quite interesting. So let's take a close look at the product itself and let's do a quick unboxing. And of course, let's break the seal together. The first thing that I just wanted to check out, is this thing going to be any worth the money? Because you do pay like way more than when you're looking at like the cheap one. It is based on Mario Kart, and the question remains, is it even playable and usable for different products? And of course, I mean with products, I mean games. The instruction manual will give a quick explanation how the wheel itself works. But we do have the suction knock option. I really like it because if you have a good surface, it works very well. But this thing also comes with a bracket that we can attach it to the table. We've reviewed the other ones back in the day for the PlayStation 4, by the way, and I really liked it for what it is. Inside the package, first of all, we're going to do a quick unboxing, more like an unboxing inside an unboxing. But here we're going to get the bracket. Yep, it's all made out of plastic. The bolt, of course, isn't from plastic, it's from metal. But the bracket itself is all made out of metal. Here you can see it comes even with some extra rubberized feet on it. It's very nice, so it gives a very good grip. The pedals, let's put it to the metal, and I must say that they look quite nice. And they also have different springs, so for the brake and for the acceleration we do get different springs in the inside. We can fold it open like that and it will be so much better to play like this. So it's even compact. If you don't want to use it, you don't have the room, or you don't want to use it at all, it's all up to you. The racing wheel. The racing wheel itself, I must say that it is a very huge wheel compared with the previous one. It doesn't have the 900 degrees rotation, so it's going to be old school racing like in the 90s. No rumble and also no force feedback. The USB cable that comes with it is, by the way, very long. But what are we actually going to get with the racing wheels? It's quite similar when looking at the cheap one. We have the option to assign buttons if you want to. I think it's a very cool option to give you this, so if you have problems setting up a game, we have the option to do it through the assign button. But other single button, yeah, feels quite cheap. It's just your normal typical like cheap button feel, but nothing special or nothing bad. So what I did notice, there is no horn button in the middle, but we did have with the cheap one. Beside that, it does feel very nice when we play around with it, but when you're looking at the shifters, they're also made from plastic. Then of course we're having the special switch that we can switch between the D-pad, left stick and the right stick. Very convenient if you don't have any movement in the game itself. The body's made out of plastic. It feels also quite lightweighted. But yeah, there is no force feedback in this, so that's also the reason why. But let's take a close look at the bracket. So what you need to do, attaching it is super easy. You just need to put it on there, put the bolt in, and that's it. You can tighten it up and it works very well. The construction they have chose for this, I have seen it with the PlayStation 4, but also with the PlayStation 5 model. And I can tell you, it works great. Putting the pedals in is easy with this old school telephone cable. Just plug it in, and that's the only thing you need to do. Plug in the USB cable in your docking and your Nintendo Switch. I must say that, wow, this is really tight. And that's it, we're ready to go. Let's tighten up the racing wheel in its right position. You can also use the suction knob if you don't want to use the bracket itself. But the bracket is super convenient and works very fast. And that's the way I need to assemble the wheel itself. But how does it work with Mario Kart? Let's talk about the game that is basically like made for. Of course, everything has been mapped plug and play, so we don't want to mess around with the preset and stuff like that. Everything works fine, and you have like different ways to play. For example, acceleration can be done by the pedals, but you can also use it when it comes to the wheels itself. What I did like is the buttons on the wheel itself are mapped to the power-ups, so this is super convenient to play. And I think it's pretty damn cool, to be honest. It's just a different way to play, and in my opinion you need to get used to it, especially with a wheel. But then you're going to get the hang of it. It's going to be way more fun to play than with a controller, in my opinion. But if you really like racing wheels, I recommend checking out my Wicked Racing channel, where I'm going to deep dive into racing wheels, where I'm also going to test more games, more wheels, going to do more different configuration, and let's just maybe build ourselves a racing simulator in the future. It would be cool to see you there, so consider subscribing to the channels, and I will see you in the next video.